Right now, at this exact moment, is there someone living in your head?
Not physically, but mentally. Someone you keep thinking about. Someone whose words keep replaying. Someone whose opinion of you keeps surfacing. In quiet moments, in confident moments, in moments when it has absolutely no business being there.
Maybe it is someone who criticized you, someone who doubted you, someone who left, someone who stayed but made you feel small.
And they are not thinking about you. They have moved on. They are living their life. They have probably forgotten the moment that you are still replaying.
But you gave them a room in your mind, fully furnished, with free rent.
And they are costing you something every day. Your peace, your focus, your confidence, your energy.
Today, we serve the eviction notice. In English, with real tools and real phrases.
Because your mind, it is premium property. And not everyone deserves to live there.
Stay with us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John.
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today.
This episode is for B1 to B2 learners, intermediate to upper intermediate level English.
How are you feeling today, John?
Honestly, lighter. Because I recently evicted someone from my head, and the space that opened up, it was remarkable.
Same. Before we start, thank you. Really. For being here.
Let's go.
Okay. I want to give you a number. And I want you to think carefully about what it means.
What number?
Researchers estimate that the average person spends between 30 and 40% of their mental energy thinking about other people, their opinions, their reactions, their judgments.
30 to 40%.
Of your total mental capacity. Every day.
And a significant portion of that, it is not productive thinking about people you love, or constructive thinking about how to improve relationships.
It is replay. Rumination. Worry about what someone thinks. Anger about what someone said. Anxiety about someone's opinion of a choice you made.
And here's the extraordinary thing about that mental energy. You could be using it to build something, to create something, to improve something that actually matters to your life.
But instead, you are paying rent to people who are not even in the building.
Today, we change the lease agreement. Your mind, your rules, your tenants. Okay, why does this happen? Why do we keep people in our minds long after they deserve to be there?
3 specific reasons.
Reason 1. Unresolved emotion.
When something painful happens, when someone says something that hurts, when a relationship ends badly, when someone doubts or dismisses you, an emotion is created.
And if that emotion is never processed, never fully felt and released, it looks for resolution. It keeps replaying the situation, looking for a different ending.
Maybe if I think about it enough, I will understand it. Maybe if I replay it, I will find a way to make it make sense.
But replay does not resolve. It just repeats. The same pain, the same confusion, without the resolution you are looking for.
The emotion needs to be felt, not thought about. And felt emotions, they pass. Thought about emotions, they stay.
Reason 2. Unmet need for validation.
When someone whose opinion mattered to you, dismissed you, doubted you, rejected you, a need was left unmet.
The need to be seen, to be valued, to be told, you are enough, you are capable, you matter.
And your mind keeps returning to that person because some part of you is still hoping they will provide that validation. Still hoping the ending will change.
But the validation, if it was not given then, it will not be given by replaying the moment.
The only valid source of that validation, the only one that actually fills the need, is yourself.
Reason 3. Unfinished business.
When something ends without resolution, without a real conversation, without proper closure, the mind treats it as incomplete.
And the brain, it is designed to complete incomplete things. It returns to them, again and again, trying to finish what was not finished.
And sometimes, real closure is not possible. The person is not available, or the conversation would not help, or too much time has passed.
In those cases, closure has to be created internally, not by the other person, by you.
Maybe you know this feeling too. Someone from years ago, a conversation that ended badly, and your mind still visits it sometimes, looking for the ending it never had.
Today, you write the ending yourself.
Okay, let's be specific about what this actually costs, because most people never calculate it.
Cost 1. Focus.
Every moment your mind is with the rent-free tenant, it is not with what is in front of you, not with your work, not with the person you love who is actually present, not with the opportunity that is actually available.
And distracted presence, it produces worse results. In everything.
The work you do while thinking about someone else, it is not your best work. The conversation you have while replaying someone's criticism, you are not fully there.
Cost 2. Confidence.
The voice of the person who doubted you, when it replays in your mind, it temporarily becomes your own inner voice.
Maybe they were right. Maybe I am not capable. Maybe I should not try.
And that voice, it is not yours. It is theirs. But because it is inside your head, it can feel indistinguishable from your own judgment.
Cost 3. Energy.
Mental energy is finite. The more you spend on people who are not in your life or who do not deserve the space, the less you have for everything that matters.
And energy-depleted people, they make worse decisions. They have less creativity, less patience, less capacity for the relationships and work that actually deserve them.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You spent a day thinking about someone who hurt you. And at the end, you felt exhausted, without having done anything physically demanding.
That exhaustion was real. Mental energy was used, and it was not spent on anything that moves your life forward. Okay, the eviction process. And I want to be clear, this is not about pretending you do not feel what you feel.
It is not about forcing positivity or denying that the hurt was real.
It is about consciously choosing this person's presence in my mind is costing me more than it is giving. And I am changing that.
Step 1. Acknowledge the emotion fully.
Before you can evict, you have to acknowledge why they moved in.
What did they do that hurt you? What need of yours went unmet? What emotion was created and never fully felt?
Sit with it, not to wallow, but to actually feel it. Because felt emotions pass. avoided emotions, they take up permanent residence.
Step 2. Give yourself what you were looking for from them.
The validation you wanted, the closure you needed, the acknowledgement you deserved.
Write it down. Say it to yourself. Find someone else who can give it.
I was hurt. My hurt was valid. I deserved better than what happened, and I am enough, regardless of what they thought or said.
Step 3. Redirect deliberately.
Every time the tenant appears, every time the replay begins, you catch it. And you redirect.
Not by force. Not by pushing the thought away. That makes it stronger.
But by redirecting to something present. Something real. Something that is actually happening in your life right now.
I notice I am thinking about underscore, 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 underscore. I am choosing to bring my attention back to underscore, underscore, underscore instead.
Step 4. Set the terms of occupancy.
You decide who gets space in your mind and how much.
The people who are actively building your life, your closest relationships, your genuine supporters, your real community, they get space.
People who took something without giving, who hurt without apologizing, who doubted without evidence, they get very limited terms.
You are the landlord. Set the terms, real phrases, for the internal conversations, and for talking about this with others.
I've been giving too much mental space to something that doesn't deserve it. I'm working on that.
I'm learning to notice when I'm replaying something unhelpful and redirect.
That person lives rent-free in my head, and I'm serving the eviction notice.
I'm choosing to protect my mental energy. Not everyone deserves access to it.
I've decided that my peace is more valuable than this person's opinion of me.
I don't need their validation to know my own worth.
I'm writing my own ending to that story.
Some things don't get resolved. They just get released.
Releasing. This is one of the most important words in this entire episode. Not resolving. Not fixing. Releasing.
Because some things, they cannot be resolved. The person will not apologize. The situation will not change. The ending that you wanted, it will not arrive.
But they can be released. Let go of. Allowed to become part of the past, where they belong.
Released. Not forgotten. Not pretended away. Just no longer allowed to occupy premium mental real estate in your present. Can I share something that changed how I think about this completely?
Please.
I used to believe if someone hurt me and I stopped thinking about them, it meant what they did not matter. Like releasing them was letting them off the hook.
And
I realized keeping them in my head does not hold them accountable. It holds me hostage.
they are not affected by my replaying. They are not suffering because of my rumination. They are living their life.
I was the only one being damaged by the tendency, and I was the one paying.
And releasing? It is not for them. It is not saying what they did was acceptable.
It is saying, I value my own peace more than I value this grievance. And I am choosing myself.
And that choice, it is one of the highest forms of self-respect available.
Your mind is not a waiting room for everyone who has ever wronged you.
It is a workspace, a creative space, a place for the ideas, the dreams, the relationships, the plans that are building your life.
Protect it.
Remember this. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Your opinion of yourself, That is everything.
Say it again.
Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Your opinion of yourself, that is everything.
Evict the tenants. And fill the space with something worthy of you.
Word tour time.
Word 1. Rumination. This means thinking about something repeatedly without resolution. Going over and over the same thoughts. Example 1. Rumination does not solve the problem, it just keeps you inside it. Example 2. When you notice rumination beginning, redirect. The thought is not helping. Choose something present instead.
Word 2. Evict. This means to formally remove someone from a property. In this context, to consciously remove someone from your mental space. Example 1. She evicted the voice of her critic, and the confidence that returned was remarkable. Example 2. Serve the eviction notice. Your mind, your property, your rules.
Word 3. Resolution. This means the solution or end to something. A satisfying conclusion. Example 1. She realized resolution would never come from the other person, so she created it herself. Example 2. Some situations do not resolve. They release. Know the difference.
Word 4. Ruminate. The verb form. To think about something in a repetitive, unhelpful way. Example 1. He had been ruminating about the conversation for weeks, and it had changed nothing. Example 2. Notice when you are ruminating. Name it. And then redirect.
Word 5. Release. In this context, to let go of something that is no longer serving you. To stop holding. Example 1. She released the need for an apology that was never coming and found a peace she had not expected. Example 2. Release is not forgetting. It is choosing not to let something continue to cost you.
Word 6. Validation. This means approval or confirmation of your worth or experience from others. Example 1. The validation she had been seeking from him, she finally gave to herself. And it was enough. Example 2. External validation. From people who may not deserve the influence, it is an unstable foundation for confidence.
Word 7. Premium. In this context, high value, deserving of the best. Example 1. Your mental space is premium real estate. Be selective about who and what you allow to occupy it. Example 2. Give your premium attention to what deserves it. Your goals, your real relationships, your growth.
Word 8. Grievance. This means a feeling of resentment about something unfair. A complaint about being wronged. Example 1. Carrying a grievance costs the carrier more than it costs the person who caused it. Example 2. Release the grievance. Not for them, for you. Because you deserve the energy it has been consuming.
One thing this week.
Identify one person who is living rent-free in your head. Just one. The one who costs you the most.
And write this sentence about them on paper or in your phone.
And here is your sentence template.
I am releasing underscore from my mental space. Not because what happened did not matter, but because I matter more, and my peace is worth more than this tendency.
Say it now. Out loud. With the real person in mind.
I am releasing underscore underscore from my mental space. Not because what happened did not matter, but because I matter more, and my peace is worth more than this tendency.
Mean every word.
And then, every time they appear in your mind this week, repeat it.
You are the landlord. Exercise your authority. Comment challenge. One question, and we want your honest answer.
Is there someone living rent-free in your head right now? You do not have to name them. Just write.
Someone has been living rent-free in my head. This week, I am serving the eviction notice. Because my peace is worth more than underscore, 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 underscore.
Write it. In English. In the comments.
Because saying it publicly, it is already the beginning of the eviction.
We read every comment.
Please give this a like.
Subscribe to Speak Unstoppable.
Thank you for being here.
Your mind is premium property.
Protect it. Evict what does not belong.
And fill it with what does. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye for now.